Welcome to Sports and Street Talk, Season 2, Episode 4. Season 2, Episode 4. We got a very special guest in the building. We got your very own Quinn Cook. Welcome to the show, Quinn.
Yeah. Clap it up for Quinn Cook. Clap it up for Quinn Cook. Yeah.
Two-time NBA champion. What's up, my man?
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me, man. Pleasure.
And now, Quinn, it's a pleasure here to be on the show, man. It's these are one of the shows where it's just a natural conversation, good vibe, man, and it goes where it goes. But more importantly, man, a lot of people really admire what you do. Your story, speaks for itself of what you've gone through and the trials and tribulations and your obstacles that you face. But man, just elaborate on just what made you here today, man, just because your story is just remarkable in my opinion. Yeah,
I appreciate the words. Means a lot. Obviously, you want to be known as a good basketball player, but I think I get the most, gratitude and satisfaction from people just knowing my story. Never giving up, stuff like that. For me, like everything I go through in basketball is really minuscule to what I've been in real life. So I try to keep, that in hindsight and really just know my perspective in life, just kind of keep inspiring people. I know it sounds cliche, but I know that's my purpose in life. It's not just scoring baskets. It's not, making a lot of money, winning championships. It's, inspiring, people. So.
Right. Love that. But you have made a lot of money and you have won championships.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it, man. You from the Washingtonian area, man. You my brother, you know what I mean? Kind of grew up in that same era where in Washington, D.C. at that time, basketball it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
You had yourself, you had Kevin Durant, you had Mike Beasley, you had Nolan Smith, you had Austin Freeman. That basketball class in the city at that time was crazy. I'm talking about, and that was all what y'all was all on DC Assault, right?
Sprinkled everywhere, but most of us was definitely on Assault, but definitely sprinkled with some other like Blue Devils,
I forgot,
Triple Threat, stuff like that.
But so kind of talk about that era, like for the people that don't know about our era and our city in that era, like kind of give them some insight on what that. Or how that molded your game and molded you as a player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people don't really know DC is a basketball city. You know what I'm saying? It is a basketball town now. But you guys is between that year, I guess that I would say between 2005 and 2010 was kind of the reason why we became a basketball city. So talk about it a little bit, man, and just let the people at home know kind of your thoughts on it and your opinions about it.
Yeah, I mean, how you watch TV, you can watch a show or a movie and it's like that one, superstar guy who has a chance to maybe go, high D1 or, could go pro, and it's like maybe it's TV, maybe it's a movie, but like I had like 12, 15, 20 guys I can look like, damn, like he going to the league or he going to the league. So, growing up, you see Steve Francis, you hear about Len Bias, you hear about the Keith Bogans and Joe Fortes at the math of DeMar Johnson, Jared Jack, all those guys when I was a baby. So as I start really noticing like, great players, I go to Run and Shoot, I go to Bowie Gym, I go to Berry Farms and I could see like my idols, like I could touch them, I could talk to them. And like, damn, like we go to the same church. Mm-hmm. Oh, damn, you went to my elementary school. So like it's different from where like, New York and Texas and Georgia, like it's a bigger state, so a lot of the guys may not, only see each other, maybe AAU practice or, some guys might go to the same high school, but they might live an hour away from each other or 30 minutes. Literally like, I live 5 minutes from KD, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had 5 NBA players play on my high school team and we all, live 5 minutes away from each other. I was joking the other day, my first basketball team ever, 8 and under mini mix, KLM, Kettering, Largo, Mitchellville. We had 4 NBA players on that team.
Who was on that team? Talk to me.
Myself, Jeremy Grant, Victor Oladipo, and Jaren Grant.
Wow.
So like we was 8 years old, like it's not crazy. Knowing what. And then you look, Brian Allen, he played high D1. He's making a lot of money overseas. Jordan Goodman was, top 20 in my class. Me and him, did amazing things for our area. We're talking 8 and under. 8 and under. So, it kind of just was the norm, really. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you hear about the statistics, maybe 1%, whatever the statistic is, goes and plays college, goes to league, whatever. For us, it was like, shit, we gotta make it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
like, it's I done seen 10, 12 people do it. And then for me, like, my best friends, you know, we was accomplishing the same goal. Nolan Smith, you know, my god brother, my best friend, he did everything that I wanted to do. So I did everything that he did. Go to the same high school, played same AAU team, same trainers, all that. KD, Bees, you know, Austin Freeman, Chris Wright, so Ty Lawson. So all my idols literally was right arms reach. So it's dope.
That's dope.
So I want you to talk about a little bit about, you know, some of that rec you got at Run and Shoot, because I used to ball up there too with some of them cats. So talk about some of them guys that you seen coming up there that you really thought could have went to the league. Because, you know, I talk to people like White Chocolate and he talk about the politics of the game. But talk about like
White Mike. I mean, you know, obviously, you know, White Mike was up there, you know, every day. Rest in peace, Jamar. Silent. Obviously, he, you know, B Mays. Baby Shaq was probably one of the best players I've ever seen in my life. Just as skilled. And obviously, every place, every hood, every neighborhood, every city has those guys that could have went to the league. But, you know, we had such a powerful foundation of basketball. I mean, you know, pros would come up there and, you know, they were taking L's, you know, to guys who maybe made the wrong decision in life or didn't have the politics, you know, line up the way, you know, they would have. So
if you just had to give me your top 3 guys that everybody don't know, that didn't make it to the league, who would they be?
Pat the Rock, Baby Shaq. Pat the Rock, Baby Shaq, Calvin Cage. Calvin Cage played high D1. He's a coach right now, Canisius, one of the best players, probably the best player in Buffalo history. Made a lot of money overseas, but he never played in the league. But
I got to throw a shout out to my cousin, Boo Jackson.
Oh, Boo Jack. I mean, there's so many, so many. But those 3 probably stick out to me the most.
Now, like your story, kind of like it's similar to mine. Even though we played different sports, you know, I played in the NFL and you played in you made it to the NBA. Obviously, you're still playing. You know, a lot of like my story is like very underrated. You know, overlooked. Didn't think he was gonna have a chance to make it to the league. You know, had to keep fighting. You know, training camp every day is a battle. You know, pretty much putting your life on the line every day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's either, you know, you go out and you try to, you know, do your job to the best of your ability at a high level, but at the same time, you know, if you're not performing, you're going home. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't trying to go home. We trying to win, you know, in everything that we do in life. So I think, you know, that mentality of just like going to practice every day, taking one play at a time, taking one game at a time, taking one moment at a time, you can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, you know where I'm coming from. That mentality is different, ain't it? Yeah. It's a monster. And it still drives you to this day, because it still drives me to this day, and I don't even play anymore. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, talk about that. Talk about that mentality that you got, because I know it's a monster.
Yeah, like, I mean, what keeps you locked in?
I mean, you know better than anybody. I mean, it's more mental than anything for me. I mean, I think, you know, we put in the work. You know, in the off season, we put in the work our whole lives to get to that moment. But for me, like my first two years as a pro, man, I lived out of suitcase, like 2 straight years, bro. Like I didn't know where I was gonna be next week. I didn't know. But for me, like my first year, like, okay, for example, like growing up, for me, I was always small. I was always the smallest guy. So I never like got love, really. You know what I'm saying? So as I like became, you know, until myself, maybe my 8th grade, 9th grade year when I started at DeMatha, I was always the guy. So from freshman year to my senior year of college, I was always the guy. So, man, when I didn't get drafted, I had to start over. And my confidence kind of wavered a little bit. And I seen guys who I was way better than, and I seen guys who I just killed in college. I seen guys who I destroyed my whole life get drafted. And, you know, they signed for this amount of money, and I went to the D League, and, you know, I'm making $3,000 a month, which for me, like, I wasn't complaining because I was hooping, but at the same time, I was like, damn, my man just signed for 30. You feel me? Like, I seen this nigga, like, he just signed for 55. You know what I'm saying? So kind of like question your drive a little bit. But for me, I just ran my own race. But like you said, man, like it's tough. It's tough mentally more than anything because you know where you're supposed to be at, but God has a different journey for everybody. So but mentally it was just tougher than anything. Just getting up, being on 10-day contracts, being on non-guarantees. It's rough because you're walking on pins and needles.
Wow, man.
That's what's up.
That's crazy, but you prevailed though.
Yeah.
When you won 2 championships.
It made me stronger. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. It made me stronger. I think if I, obviously I wanted to get drafted. Quick story. I could have got drafted at the 45th pick, 48th pick, and the 54th pick. But it was like a draft and stash kind of situation, So basically, you could hear your name called, you could lay your dream. Everybody dreams. Every kid, even if you're not good, every kid dreams about getting drafted in whatever sport they love. But my agent was like, so you can get 15 minutes. You can celebrate your dream come true, but they probably going to stash you overseas. You know what I'm saying? Might just stash you in the D League, and you might not ever get a chance to be on the NBA roster. That's that particular year. And like I'm seeing all my guys get drafted. I see everybody get drafted. I had a couple people come over, and I really was like, do I want to get drafted right now and enjoy this moment for the night, maybe the next week? But by the time September comes around, I don't have a chance to make the team, which was my ultimate goal. So I didn't even get drafted. Like I told my agent, nah, I'm cool. And I bet on myself. Wow. And I was crying, I was sick, I was mad. But, I ended up working out. And then I look back at that draft, like those guys, if you're a first round pick, you get 2 years guaranteed. A lot of those guys ain't make it. You know what I'm saying? So I got a chance to, get better, humble myself and have that chip. And, I did better than a lot of people who got drafted that year. But I just say that to say, like, I had to bet on myself.
That's what's up, bro. Hey, so if you had to talk to one kid listening and give them three ingredients you use to cook, what would those 3 ingredients
That's impressive.
be?
I'm coming out with a book. Seriously. Coming out with a book called The Cookbook, and it's my 10 recipes to success.
Okay. Yeah, I like that little gem.
Yeah, so that was tight. But I'll give you 3 different ones, though. Stay confident, man. Just stay confident in anything you do in life. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it might sound cliche, but obviously you got to stay humble. Anything. And stay hungry. Gotta stay hungry. I done play with the best players in the world, and they just as hungry as anybody. They're making this amount of money, they have this amount of fame, they've won this award, that award, this championship, but they didn't work like they're still trying to make the team, which was very eye-opening for me.
So they're just getting better and better every day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so let me ask you
Perfect
this.
Your craft,
outside
kids.
the cookbook, what's next for Quinn?
What's next for me?
Yeah.
I got a lot.
Talk about it. Let's unpack it, dog.
I got some docs coming out. I got a cartoon coming out with my partner, Jimmy Jenkins. I'm heavy in business. But I'm 28, man. I just finished my 6th year in the league. Big. I'm a free agent right now. I'm gonna sign with somebody, free agency this summer, and I'm in my prime. So it's time for me to take that next step, man. I'm ready to take that next step in my career.
If you had to pick a team right now, where you could go, where would it be?
I'm pressure. I gotta say, the politically correct answer. I'll play for any 30 team.
Yeah,
30 teams.
right.
But it'll be special for me to play back home. I haven't played at home since my junior year of high school, and I played with my best friend KD. We won championships together. I played with my idol, one of my best friends, AD, for my favorite team ever, the Lakers. So scratch that off.
Yeah.
And now so like, damn. God keeps sending like
it's a blessing.
Blessing. So
right.
It'll be amazing if I could play. For my hometown team. That'll be amazing.
We're gonna claim that.
We're gonna bring you over to the crib.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're gonna win a ship.
But let the chips fall as they may.
He's played for like some pretty prestigious like places. Like if you think about it, and it swings me to where I want to go to is obviously the Duke Blue Devils. A real good program, obviously ran by probably one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Oh, you got to go back before that. I ain't gonna let you do that. You got to go back to the DeMatha days.
You
got to go DeMatha days. You got to go. You got to go DC Assault days.
Okay.
Then you got to come up to the DeMatha days. Then after the DeMatha days, then you got to go to what we go to Oak Hill days. Oak Hill days. Then you go from Oak Hill days. You got to fast forward that to the D-League days. You know what I'm saying? Like, brother,
I was taking the swing. So I was taking the swing up top.
You got to come.
You got a crazy body to work, yeah.
He's gonna work your way down. He's gonna work your way down. You gotta go up. You gotta go up with that.
Yeah.
Bring it back to me. Bring it back to me. Just go ahead and just talk about, because, my level of success, me playing, obviously I played AAU basketball. That was like kind of like one of the first sports I played. I thought I was going to be a basketball player. And then until I saw Deion Sanders playing, then it was over for me. But, for me, it was, playing at, Pop Warner and then high school football, like the politics of like, just like the coaches, right? It's just like finding that right person that's going to believe you and support you. And then obviously if you got a strong parent like I did, like my mom, they'll get involved to make sure, the coaches ain't messing with the sons. It's politics and everything that we do in life. So it's all about how you going to navigate it, right? Talk to me about how like you navigated, obviously through your ranks as growing as a, basketball player.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun for me growing up. Where we from, we got so many AAU teams, just to be on one was cool because, each program had some success. Maybe it wasn't the league, but that program sent this kid to college, or that program has 3 players who play at DeMatha or whatever it was. So it was always fun for me. Like I played mini mix, I played county, I played AAU. I played middle school, then I played high school. It was always fun for me until I started to get like college interest and offers. You know how it is. Like, man, these coaches is telling you everything you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And where we from, like, Rob would tell you, like, they treat the basketball players like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
gods.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they showed us love. Like, if you was in a go-go band and you played basketball, you was lit.
Don't forget the football players. Man. We lit too now. We wasn't as lit as the basketball guys.
For sure. I mean, like so many people play football, but they got helmets on. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't really no social media back then.
Right.
So it was fun, but it was a business, and I had to learn to navigate the politics early. Yeah. And for me, the politics kind of always worked in my favor when I was young. Just because I was just so much better than a lot of the players. Right. But the politics started working against me like when I became a pro. And like the most important time when you need a politics to work for you. But it was I mean like you gotta take the good with the bad, you gotta take the bad with the good. And it's made me a better man, it's made me a better businessman. And man, just going up, man, it's always been fun. It's always been fun. These last couple of years has been rougher. This is the first time in my life where I never played. Like my first year in the Lakers, I play 2 games, I wouldn't play 10. You know what I'm saying? Rondo might sit out, Rondo might get nicked up. Bron might sit out, I might play 7 games, and I might not play the next 12. You know what I'm saying? So that was a learning experience for me. But I got to learn. And it's made me hungrier. My little time I had in Cleveland, I was just so happy to play. You know what I'm saying? So even though I was coming from LA, and one of the best teams to go to Cleveland, who, was bottom in the league, and living in LA, going to practice every day in flip-flops. Now I got to put the hoodie on with the boots and stuff like that in Cleveland. I was just happy to play, man. It was relieving. But I miss it, man. I've been out the game for 3 months now. Our season's been over for 3 months, and I'm just ready to get back.
That's what's up.
Yeah. That's love.
So, I like to play this little game. It's called 3 for 3. So with this one, we're going to go past, present, future. So I want you to give me what you would consider your top, let's say 3 teams, past, present, future.
So 3 teams from the past, present. 3 teams in the present right now, and 3 teams going on in the future?
Yeah, going on in the future.
All right, well, past, I mean, you got to go 96 Bulls.
Come on.
You got to go 2018 Warriors.
Come on. Come on, man.
That's a tough question.
How you going? The Lake Show.
Oh, 01 Lakers. My bad.
Come
I'm
on,
tripping.
man.
Yeah, that's easy.
Goodness gracious.
So those three, that's easy. Present, I mean Brooklyn healthy, Lakers healthy. I like the Clippers, bro.
Okay.
I like the Clippers too. That's real.
I like the Clippers. And future, I mean, whatever team Luka is on.
Of course. Of
Right.
course.
Whatever team Trae Young is on.
My
sure.
man, so you think that was my next question.
Mitchell,
You think the Hawks got a chance this year?
Here you go.
What you think, bro?
They got a
We
chance.
looking real good out
got
there.
Trae Young.
I just wanted to say that.
He
Hold
always
on.
butting in with the Hawks.
Oh,
They got
no.
Trae Young and John Collins. So, I mean, they got a shot. But, I mean, I just think Milwaukee's better.
Right.
Then they'll make their
Oh
adjustments.
man, nah, we ain't gonna hear that.
If I was a bad man, I would bet with Milwaukee. But I don't gamble, so.
So in your past, present, future, give me starting lineups. You the coach.
All time, starting lineup?
Yeah, all time. What you want from your past, what you want from your present, and what you want in your future.
That's easy for me. I'm going Steph.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going
Oh,
Mike.
hold on, let's break it down though.
Point guard.
So you can only go 80s to 90s. I mean, 80s through 90s for the past. And you can't
so I'm doing three different teams.
Yeah, you can't put Jordan and Kobe on the same team. So take 2000s.
Oh, yeah. So 80s, 90s, you got to go Magic at the point.
Okay.
You got to go Jordan at the 2.
Who you got at your 3?
Larry Bird.
Bird. Yeah.
Larry
that makes
Bird.
sense.
That's a good day.
4. I know my 5. I'm going to go Elijah won my 5. 4
tricky.
That's tricky.
80s, 90s, I'm going to just go. Nah, he beefing with my man. I ain't going to go Pippen. he was hating on my man today. I ain't. I'm going to go Kareem. My man, I'm tripping. I'm going to go Kareem and Olajuwon.
So that's your pass. Who's your new? If you had to put them in on 5-on-5, who would be your new team to compete with that team?
Well, I got a team that's going to beat that team.
Huh?
I got a team that's going to beat that team.
Who you got?
Right now.
Who?
Steph.
Right.
Steph, KD, Bron, AD. And damn.
Embiid.
No.
Okay.
Come on, who the 5?
Damn. Either like you gotta throw a guard in there because AD gonna play the 5.
Yeah. You could put LeBron
probably like
down
Kawhi or like James Harden. Tatum. Luka. It's too much smoke.
There's so much smoke right
now. It's too much smoke right
Man,
now.
it's crazy out there.
There's too much smoke, dog. It's getting better.
Better and better.
That's
both sports.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so players that you play with, you've played with LeBron James, you played with KD. If it's another player that you like, that you would say that you wanted to play with, who would that be and why?
That I haven't played with?
That you haven't played with.
Brad Beal.
Right. Because you come home.
Yeah, I mean, like, but
we're just gonna speak it into existence. That's all
I mean, but like me and him, we've played on 3 USA teams together.
Mm-hmm.
We were the same class. He was like the number 3 shooting guard, number 2 shooting guard. I was the number 2, number 3 point guard. We was just always together on the team. We did Pangos together. We did so many camps together. We was always on the same team. Roommates, everything. Captains on the USA team. And we've never lost a game.
Sounds like it's meant to be.
Yeah. It sounds good.
I hope the Wizards, I hope y'all listening. Sounds like it's meant to be.
We're probably like 36 and up.
Sounds like a championship coming home.
We won 3 gold medals together.
Sounds like we're gonna be winning.
Sounds
one.
good.
You know what I'm saying?
He's way better now too. So like he's way better.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit better than I was then. He's on another level. So Brad, I would love to play.
So with that same question, give me a past, present, future. People that you know, dead or alive.
Jordan. So I gotta do 80s, right?
Yeah.
80s 90s, Jordan, 2000s, Cole, 2010. I played with Bron, so I gotta go somewhere else. 2010. Damn. It's a tough question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pressure's
I don't know
on.
2010 because I've been lucky to play with some
goats.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Favorite point guard all time?
Mine?
Yeah.
Steph
gotta be.
He's a dog, bro.
Okay.
I think he's the greatest point guard ever.
Okay. Now that's this era. Go back. Let's go 80s, 90s.
Who was the best point guard? Or my favorite?
Your favorite?
Ross Strickland.
Ross Strickland.
Oh, but
I thought you was gonna say Bubba Chuck.
I thought he was gonna say AI.
People forget about Rod, man.
I put him in 2000s though.
You put Chuck in the 2000s.
I put Chuck in
Okay,
2000s.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, okay. I take that.
I like Ross.
His game was.
I don't like.
Rod had a different type of game though.
He was just doing so much for our city. Like
he was though.
You know what I'm saying? He had one of the best. He had under the rim. You know, one of the best finishers ever. He's special. He was special.
Definitely special. Definitely.
All right, if you had to start a franchise, and we're gonna take Curry out of it because we already know, but we gonna say Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, or Chris Paul. Which one you take?
Starting a franchise.
Yeah. I mean, you not starting the franchise, but you want to win the championship this year. But you want them starting.
Don't answer no questions that's gonna get you in trouble. All right.
No, I mean, I don't care.
Yeah.
Right. Ain't nobody, I mean, these dudes is talked about all day.
Answer the question, right?
Out of them, you said James, you said Russ, you
Kyrie,
said Kyrie,
or Chris Paul.
I mean, I don't know. Chris, I don't know.
The pressure's on. You got to win a championship this year.
I probably say Kyrie because he got one. He got one with them. Out of everybody on that list,
I probably would go Kyrie too. Though
he got one.
Who you go with, Rock?
On that list, you say what? Kyrie. Who else?
James,
Russ.
You got
Russ?
2 MVP.
Yo, Chris.
I'm going with Russ, dog. That man is a scorer, dog.
Yeah.
I've never seen nobody play as hard as this man, with as much passion as this man, and he don't get tired.
That's my roughest matchup.
Russ?
That's what give me the most. Give me the most
work,
fun,
bro.
I was mad because when he played in Houston, Houston, we going out the night before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Turned out.
You know what I'm saying? You think about the game, but then you think about the night. You know what I'm saying? And I had to stay in the crib in Houston because I had to golf Russ.
What is that like? What is that night like? You thinking
sick.
like
I'm
that?
sick.
You sitting up watching
I'm
film?
I'm a video guy. I play Madden.
Right.
I wouldn't say I'm a gamer because I don't play like Call of Duty or all the other games.
Right.
I play Madden.
Right.
That's the game I play.
I bring my game everywhere, so that'll be a chill night.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't hit the streets like you want to hit the streets in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Go get some food. Chill.
Of course.
So.
So he gave that big. He gave that work.
Nah, but for me, he like 6'4", he athletic. He trying to post. For me, he take me to the post. He picking you up. He's rebounding, so he's tough in transition. He's jumping all on the rim. Get to his pull up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't think he can shoot, but he has one of the best pull ups in the league. So
Quick too.
Yeah, man, and he's ferocious. He's like a big bro to me. He's been a mentor for me, but he don't speak to me during the game. So that's just his mentality. So he's definitely a tough cover for me. Yeah.
So who will be your second tough matchup? You said Russ is one. Who will be two?
I mean, obviously, you got your Dames.
Damian Lillard beast, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You got, your Stephs, Kyries, obviously the more popular answers, but Kemba for me is like
Kemba?
Yeah.
I like Kemba, Slim.
Yeah, especially in Charlotte.
Underrated, fool.
It was different offense in Boston, obviously with Tatum and Brown.
Yeah.
That offense that, everybody feels a part of the offense. But in Charlotte, bro,
That dude, huh?
Ultimate Green, and he's getting a ball screen every play. Not that he needs it, but like you getting hit every single screen. They had Dwight, they had Zeller, so. And for me, it's one of my favorite players growing up. Like I know all his moves. I probably watched him more on film than anybody. But I can't stop it. So Kemba was always a guy who I was always excited to play because that's one of my idols.
Yeah, love that. So let me ask you this: goals, right? Let's talk goals. So, what's the next major goal? You don't want 2 rings, dog.
Yeah,
it don't get no bigger than that.
Yeah.
So what's the next big basketball goal that Quinn got? What you cooking?
I want to get back in my bag. Like I want to get back in my Golden State bag. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really get the opportunity, which No, it happens in basketball. It also happens when you're on good teams. You know, I sat behind 2 Hall of Famers last year in Rondo and Bron. So I didn't really get the opportunity that I wanted. But man, like when I was in Golden State, I was bumping. I was bumping, and I put the world on notice. You know, I had some great games in the regular season, scoring and passing. But you know, those playoffs, I mean, there's nothing like the playoffs. And I got to really play and show the world I could play. Yeah. And I want to get back to that. I want to get back to being, you know, one of the best backup point guards in the league. And, you know I could start in this league. You know, I've had a lot of success being a starter in this league. So I want to get back to that. I want to get back to my, you know, to my old ways.
Like that. Yeah. Like killer.
That's a definitely strong statement for sure. And I definitely believe it. I want to kind of swing it here. Like, you know, you being an NBA player, right? And, you know, I played in the NFL and we travel. But damn, you know, the NBA traveling this guy was travel. Yeah. Aren't you tired of getting on the plane sometimes? Like, it's just not, that's not like a funny question. I'm just like, it's just like, it's like, here go, I see a plane again. Yeah. Like, you guys travel all the time.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's definitely
tough.
It's definitely tough. But for me, like, finishing year 6, like, I haven't got to that point where like, I don't got no kids. Yeah. I don't got a wife. I mean, so like, got a girl, but like, we don't live together. So I'm not like I live by myself. You know what I'm saying? So I look forward to like going on the road and going to new cities and going to a city where I know I can get, you know, some good food, like hotels. I'm kind of by myself. You know, I've been on teams where, you know, we had great camaraderie. So, you know, we'll go to the escape room. We'll, you know what I'm saying, do all that stuff. I mean, it's tough. Like after games, you might got 4 games and 5 nights. And, you know, this is your 5th hotel room on a trip and you might forget what room you in. You using the key from this morning. We in a whole new city. You getting to these cities at 4 a.m. and ain't nothing good that you could really eat if you're trying to stay on a good regimen. So that's tough, but I mean, that's what I dreamed of. Like I dreamed of, you know, playing in these different arenas and stuff. So it's fun to me. And then obviously you get, after a road trip, you get a nice little home stand. So it's a good balance. Yeah.
It's a lifestyle. It's definitely a fun lifestyle for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Especially them planes be lit. Like them teams I've been on, like, oh, you know. You know what I'm saying? Car games.
It goes down, car games.
I mean, them like sometimes, bro, like you on a flight for like 2 hours, but it go quick because it's just so much entertainment, man. And,
locked in.
Man, I remember coming back from China. I don't know how, it was a 12-hour flight.
It's a long flight.
Them dudes was gambling the entire flight, dog. Like it was a 12-hour flight, but it felt like it was like 5, like we was going from LA to DC because them dudes were just turned up, having fun, joning.
Yeah, had a good
you know what I'm saying, playing music, you know, just good camaraderie. And then at the end of the day, I'm a basketball fan, so I'm like, damn, like that's like I'm gambling with this guy now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was one of my idols. So it's a dream come true for me.
All right, let me apply a little bit of pressure. I know you the pressure cooker, but all right, so check it out. If you had a top 3 for your years playing in the NBA, what would those top 3 years as a pro be?
My 2018 season, when we won the chip, when Steph went down, and I started like 20 games.
Killed too.
Yeah, I was.
He was on fire.
I was in the bag. I was in the zone. Yeah. Then the next year, you know, I had some games when like, you know, we was fully healthy. Like, because a lot of times, like I was new to the team. They just want a chip, best team in the league. So when I got there, like I wouldn't play. I wasn't playing because obviously we the best team or whatever. But when Steph went down, I played a lot. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Not until I had my scoring outburst, then he came back in the playoffs where, you know, we kind of played together. You know what I'm saying? Because if Steph was playing early, I knew I wasn't going to play. You know what I'm saying? If Steph wasn't playing, I would play a lot. So it felt good to when he got back and I still was a part of the team. You know what I'm saying? So we got in the rotation together. That was probably the best year. The next year, 2019, we lost in the finals. I was in a rotation all season, and I got to show like I'm an NBA player. Like I'm a rotation NBA guy on a championship team. And then I would say my rookie year, you know, I played in Dallas and I played in New Orleans. That was just fun. it was just fun because I finally made it. I've been through a lot. And I got opportunity right away. Rick Carlisle, Alvin Gentry, they gave me opportunity. And I proved, I was an NBA player from day one. So that was a good feeling as well.
That's what's up. Top 3 one-on-one matchups you ever seen?
And in person?
Yeah, in person. They don't have to be in the NBA.
Like the game one-on-one or just like
just one-on-one.
Oh, man, shit. I don't know. Like, I've seen it all. Like,
gotta apply the pressure.
You gotta think in camp, like you got in camps and training camps and stuff, like, we all playing one-on-one, you know what I'm saying? Like you got rematch up with everybody. So I don't know, it's a tough question.
It's a lot of battles.
No, we can go with the NBA because I seen you cooking up the matches.
I can say this. I think I was a freshman in college, and every summer, when if we'll lose in the tournament, we'll get like a little spring break, and I'll come out here in LA, or I'll go to OKC, where Kevin was at. And I came out here to LA, and he was working out with Paul George. And this was after Paul George, like he had went against Bron. He was young. He kind of put the world on notice. And I was seeing them play ones. I'm like, dog, these niggas is good as shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like them niggas wasn't missing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they was playing good defense, and it was getting heated. But I'm like, bro, like if I'm gonna make it, I gotta take my shit to another level. You know what I'm saying? Like that they was playing like in this upstairs gym, like the scenery was crazy, like some movie shit. Yeah, like, and them niggas was bumping, like they was battling. I'm just like, yeah, I gotta work. You know what I'm saying? I gotta really work.
You talk about work, right? I'm fascinated just by like how y'all train, like how y'all keep y'all bodies, and like the off season. You guys go in the gyms and play pickup games all the time. Talk about them battles up there in New York. Like, have you ever been up there with C. Brinkley and them and work with him on hit? Like what they do up there? Yeah. Like talk about that experience up there with C. Brinkley.
Yeah, I've never worked out with him. But obviously I'm a fan of what he does. I know him. I just never been up there. But nah, I mean, I think the summers is the best time because, I think a lot of people, like people get it misconstrued. Like a guy might can play a role on the team, and the general basketball fan in the world might think that's his role, right? Or he can't do this, he can't score. If he's a defender on the team, if he plays for the Hawks and he's a defender, he might be the fifth option. 9 times out of 10, people might think he can't score. Right. But you see these guys in summer. We all working on our bag. We all working. Just because we have a role with this team don't mean like, bro, we was buckets before we got here. Right. So people kind of really get into their shit, you know what I'm saying, in the summer, and it's fun to see. It's intriguing to see, and you can just be like, damn, like, really this nigga really like that. You know what I'm saying? He's really tough. He just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and the role he plays.
You know how it is. Like, you know how it is. Like, so, man, the summers is lit. The summers is lit, especially like with guys like C. Brinkley getting runs, Drew Hanlon, Rico. Man, it's fun to just be a part of that shit.
It's funny you say that just because like when I was playing in Seattle, like it'd be some training camps like I'll get done, and like training camps, like I don't know how it really is for basketball. Like how many players you guys have in training camp for basketball?
20,
right? Yep. So in the NFL's like 93.
Yeah.
So like every
93 to get to
every day you see somebody new. You like, oh, okay. You're like, oh, he there? Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, like, oh, he there? Oh, you going let's see if he be there at the end of the week. Oh, okay, yeah, he gone. Right. And then you'll get through the whole camp and you'll be see the obviously the guys that they better be there, right? Just to have a chance. And then you'll look around the room and you'll be like, how did he make it here? Like, where he come from? Like, oh, he must know somebody in the organization. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it be that part. That'd be like, damn.
Ain't no different. It ain't no different, man. Hell yeah.
You ever seen an NBA?
Hell yeah. That shit
be like,
too much.
How did he get
And for me, like, bro, like, man, before I got in my first 2 years, bro, like, I was the last one, like the last cut, like the last dude. And it was 6 dudes I was on the team that was better than. But they might have just signed for this. Yeah. Their agent might represent that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, GMs and teams, they gotta protect their ass. You know what I'm saying? If they draft a guy in the first round.
Safe face. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gotta give him every
Everything just gotta line
opportunity.
up. Yeah.
They gotta give him every opportunity
Succeed,
to make them look good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, you know, that's the business. That's the business. So, I
Cool,
mean,
man.
Man, the business side, it gets into to the fun side sometimes. Well,
Yeah.
I would say sometimes, but like half
All
and half.
the time.
I would say all the time.
A lot of
Yeah,
the time.
all the time.
A lot of time.
Checks and balances, huh?
A lot of the time.
Yeah.
But that's why fans and people have to respect, like, especially now, I think, you know, with players taking their power, you know, like the players have the power. The players make the league. The NFL, NBA, you know, we're the product. You know what I'm saying? We make the league. So fans, you know, kind of will call a guy traitor, you know, for saying I want to get traded or leaving, you know, but they don't say nothing when Harrison Barnes get traded, you know, while he's on the bench. They don't say nothing when, you know what I'm saying, dudes get cut before their money's guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Like life-changing money. So people just got to understand, like, it's a business this way and it's a business our way. You know what I'm saying? And it has to be reciprocated. And I love that the players are coming, you know, forward. Obviously, Bron, you know, being at the forefront of that. And guys are just following suit and realizing that we're the product. And, you know, it's amazing to see.
Dope, man.
For sure. Well, I mean, that there it is, guys. That'll wrap it up. Season 2, episode 4 with Quinn Cook, man. Check out all the latest videos on YouTube, on all major platforms.
That's what's up.
Apple,
Straight up.
Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, you name it. All the major ones. You can go check us out. Quinn, we're going to have to get you in some fly sports and street talk gear, get you some dad hats, you know.
Sir.
I know you like them dad hats, and, you know, that summertime.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to my brother Dirk, too. He nominated for a BET Award this weekend.
Yeah,
So,
turn up, Dirk.
Turn up, Dirk, for sure.
That's what's up, bro.
For sure. But yeah, check us out, www.snstalk.net for all the latest episodes. Peace and love. Till next time.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Y'all. Hey, proud of you, boy.
Yep.
You're a legend in the city, boy.
Appreciate it.
Don't let nobody tell you nothing different.